Hello dear people from YouTube, from a not too distant future. Insane Monster here once again in Undead's Chapter 6, Black Rock and Roll 2. As you can see, while decorations are not yet being added, except for those beautiful Alterac stuff made by the CSW team and made it look like a ruin by our awesome modeler Mr. Ogreman or Megs Mastico, depending on the name you want to give him. You can see we have added a lot of units because today we're going to focus on the AI. So, general idea about this map. How will this map work? Now, first of all, I will let you know something very interesting. Now that you are eagerly waiting for Act 2, you should know that this map here has been refreshing to work on, because this is no longer Silvermoon. I really couldn't stand Silvermoon anymore. So I'm quite far ahead in development, because, well, it's easier if it's not Silvermoon, it seems. And yeah, Silvermoon is a bit too much in terms of triggers and everything. Now, what is the goal of this map? Well, technically speaking, I don't want to change the gameplay that much. The overall gameplay is going to remain mostly the same. Specifically, we will have one base in the middle and we have many Orcs bases around. Now, the main quest of this mission is not to destroy all the Orc bases, but to destroy these Orc bases. And I want to make this possible without destroying all the other bases. To this, I have given the player immediately 2 gold mines to give it quite a nice boost if they want, but they don't have much gold inside. By not being that full of gold, what happens is that you're forced to expand or to die out. Now, expanding here doesn't mean you get access to a lot of gold either, and this amount could even be reduced further away. So, should you do this? Well, it's not so easy to decide. It's a decision you have to make. This one is a bit more gold, so maybe you can try to attack this, but this needs air transport that you can easily get from here. You're going to get sky barges from a blighted version of this, which I'm not yet owning. Okay, I don't have it yet. And so you can attack this base. Now, oh yeah, I can zoom in. I'm trying to explain the map. So, this map here will produce dragons, as you can see, and they will be the only way this base here will attack. They will also cause some dragons to roam around. This base will not attack either, but will produce zeppelins, which will drop sappers in your base, in a balanced way, I promise. These other bases will attack with ground forces, also using the heroes, which can be revived at the altar. So, in general, you have to choose. I attack the light blue base, I attack the red base directly and try to get them out immediately, I conquer everything, I expand and consume all the resources. Now you might say, you need to kill the hero, so of course you need to destroy the other bases. Well, that's not the case. Here, you can find the altar and the hero. So in this version of the map, just like in Undead 02, you no longer need to kill the unit, the hero, but you need also to destroy its altar. So now, in this case, the altar is, as you can see very conveniently, very close to your base. This is also very conveniently easy to attack with an air attack. Okay, without the need to destroy the entire base. And finally, this one here is also at the entrance of the base. You don't need to clear it all. The same applies to this one. The only one where this doesn't apply is the last one, because of course this is the base you have to destroy. So by doing this, I think I am giving you a chance to actually win this map without destroying all the Orc bases, which should not be a requirement, and also to get the optional objective, okay? What does it mean? It means that the main focus point of this map is AI. And how many enemy AIs do we have? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, which will attack immediately. 1 which will not attack unless scripted using sappers and zeppelins, and 1 which will attack only with dragons. So of course, this is going to be very hectic for the player. Now, you can agree with me that besides some of these light design changes, Thank you, Miko, for the sub. There is... Yes, the player still has Sylvanas, of course. Naturally, you might ask, but where are the changes to the gameplay? Well, the gameplay in this map does not change that much. That is the beautiful thing. But we can make it much more engaging just by tuning resources and how the AI behaves. I will actually say that 90% of the fun of this map lies on the shoulders of the AI. So today we are going to design this AI. Okay? There will be no, to answer the people on stream now, live, there will be no Alterac side quests, but you will have here an Alterac camp, maybe another camp somewhere else, I don't know, but this will be the main camp, okay? And maybe here too, okay? And from the main camp, you can kill their leader, and their leader will drop a vial of blood. This vial of blood will be useful for a secret in this map, which is a reference to World of Warcraft, which I think I will place here. Okay? This is something additional that you have. Plus you have some creep camps. The other missions are for the nearby future. Okay. So, how does the AI work? Now, my idea is this one. If I make all the players play the same, okay, all the AI players the same, what will happen is that when you kill one, you are advancing into the map in a way which is a bit more effective than I would like to, because yes, you're going not only to get more resources, even if not that much, but you are also weakening your enemies a lot. I don't really like this. Now, I understand that you say, yeah, you should weaken your enemies, it's true. But you should see that the enemy reacts in some way, right? You don't want to feel like you're snowballing. I want to avoid snowballing. So besides reducing resources, which will impact very heavily the way in which you are going to tackle the map, I'm also planning to add a strength system to the AI. The strength system will select one of these three AI at random to be strength 1, one to be strength 2, and one to be strength 3. Okay? Now, one is already strong, maximum level of strength. One is weak, and one is instead medium level. Now, the decision is done at random. At the highest strength level, they will also send the hero on the attack, or, well, this needs to be a combination. If you destroy the altar, the hero is not sent to attack. But if the altar is not destroyed and the hero is still alive, then the hero will be sent to attack at highest strength level. I will see if to do it at level 2 and 3 is a balanced thing, but my idea is to do it at max strength level. Then, whenever you lose one of these bases, all the other bases will increase their strength level. This will make sure these AIs are going to react in a very strong way. Now, I was thinking to add the strength level also to this base and this base. For this base, it will influence the triggered attacks from the Zeppelins, which are triggered, and the amount of defenders. For this base, it will influence the amount of defenders and will also influence the size of the attack waves of the dragons. So, have you understood my general idea? So, of course, this is a very rhetorical question to the people on YouTube. They cannot answer me. Oh well, you can answer in the comments. But from the people for the people on stream right now, live right now, you understand the idea. So basically, you have a balance. Okay, you have some kind of thing that counteracts. You are getting more resources, removing some enemies from the map. The other enemies will react harshly. Of course, there is a cap to this, okay? You cannot just get them always and always and always stronger. That would be madness because they have infinite resources. But this is a very interesting thing. Moreover, you should know that in this map, all the orcs are going to be red. Now you say, what? Well, the heroes and the relative altar will keep the color. So this will be blue. This will be orange. Now this is peach because orange is for the syndicate, but this is going to be orange. These are going to be brown. These are going to be light blue. But the other units, and this is going to be teal, okay? But the other units are going all to be red. So upgrades are going to be shared. Specifically, each one of these bases not only will focus on certain types of troop, but will focus on certain types of upgrades, which are going to be given to the entire force. Well, remember, Dagran, players have access to frost worms in this map. And they also have access to crypt fiends with web. Just give you some weapons beside gargoyles. Now, in this, since upgrades are going to be all shared but tied, it means that, yeah, they will upgrade the warlocks, they will upgrade the ogres, they will upgrade the trolls, they will upgrade, like, the buildings. And so the power of the final base is going to be tied to how fast you destroyed the previous bases. Now, I plan to have some kind of fail-safe thing that are going to let them research their own upgrades after a while. But after a lot of time. So if you, like, they will check if certain upgrades are researched, but I'm going to add huge waiting time so that the only search is like you destroy these and then you are fixed on the battle on against this, and then they will upgrade the warlocks. But we can even remove this, okay? And just have the single bases research their own stuff. Will there be some custom units? I don't know. What do you say? Do they look custom enough? Well, that's your strategy. It's fine. This map is very open. There are a lot of ways in which you can tackle it. You can do it slowly and attack everyone and expand. You can try to rush them with air units, rush them with sky barges and air units. You can try to attack them, get a base here, and then rush here, attack here. You can use air units, you can use sky barges. You can do what you want. This map has a lot of options, and the main idea behind the gameplay of this map is to give you all valid options. Like, they are all valid. Okay? So, with that said, it's time to start writing the AI script of this beautiful base here. So they are the Black Rock Orcs at the Gabon Gate. So they are the only base you really have to destroy. And so again, the only hero that you might get if you decide to skip the side quest. They are pretty defensive, except for dragons. So let's write that, okay? Okay, so this here is taken from previous maps of mine. It's taken from Human 02. But I've added already some things, okay? So this is of course to be done again. So, like attack hero is no longer true, so we have like use hero, which is going to be false after you destroy the altar and kill the hero. Integrate strength equal to 1. I already added all the comments. So search, defeat, attack. This is use hero. No, they're introduced in the same way. Because the problem is the dialogue. The dialogue is this one. I have to find it.
It is a tome of that is a very common. Behold, a frost worm. These undead dragons are the Lich King's favor.
you see, it's just as if, oh yeah, there is one round. That's the introduction. That is the game, I'm sorry. So, cool. That's very, very generic, I know. So let's decide what they have, okay? So build order. The build order has to be designed with their base in mind. I have a lot of base. Maybe I can do this. Okay. You're not going to see everything that I see, but let me try. It's not perfect, but you will see it, right? So, peons. We start with one peon, one great hall, then the peon is fine. Orc altar is not produced. Nakorosh is not produced. Now we can build pig farm. It's fine, so pig farm. I would say one pig farm. And then we increase to 5 peons. For all the big farms, build for lumber mill. Then we decide about the barracks. This has 2 barracks, okay? So the barracks, I would say 1 on easy, 2 on normal, 2 on art. Then we increase the amount of pig farms and we build a stronghold. Then we increase the amount of pig farms again. And we build the blacksmith, yeah, orc blacksmith, yeah. Well, technically speaking, it could be done, because this is... it depends on the translations. Like, I remember that in Italian the translation was guarda lassù, look over there, which is very different. So this is why... okay, is it correct in all the versions? Because I don't know, I need to be sure about the translations before I proceed to do this. Because if it is changing a lot, the meaning, that could be problematic. So this was the easiest thing, right? It's coming from here, flying, like very simply. Of course it makes sense. I'm not opposed to this. It's also very easy. I can just put a pile of bones here with something and it does at the end of the cinematic. Actually, this is nice. I actually think that this isn't the time could be a nice response to this sentence from Kel'Thuzad. Like, it starts with him summoning the frostworms, and then Arthas, it's like, come on, tell me stuff, you moron. And I think this could be interesting. Very interesting. Oh, let me see 1 second. What are the requirements for the orc stronghold? It requires nothing. while the fortress requires the altars of storm, we are going to remove. I think it would be nice. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We need to be sure about the translation. So I will ask to the translator to check the line in their own language. If they will see that it's fine, then we're going to keep it we make it this new way. I mean, with some bones here and some graphical effects. Stronghold, then 4 big farms. After the stronghold, it's time to now build everything. So we have Warlock Tower, I would say 1, 1, 2. And then there is also another building, which is the Bestiary. I think it's called Bestiary. Called like this, which is 1, 2, 2. No, this is the same right there. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2. Well, maybe this is okay. This is fine. Perfect. Then we can again go to the pig farm and make like 5 pig farm, no more than 5. Then the Orc Watchtower, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since they are 8, we are going to do something like 3, 4, 5. And then of course here we have also Goblin Alchemists, Ogre Mound, and okay. 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, actually this could be 0, 1, 2. Perfect. And then finally we will build the fortress. Yeah, some like this I want to recolor a little bit, making it a bit more emissive. And this is here from CSW. Also they're a bit changed. Okay, we have changed them a little bit to make them more Warcraft 3 like. But aside from that, this also, it's Warcraft 2, so it's fine. Peon, the final call for Peon should be 5. It's a bit too low. Let's go to 999 maximum amount, and I think this is very cool. This should be their should have everything. Besides, of course, this one and the Dragon Roaster. If you destroy the Dragon Roost, they are going to not be able to rebuild it. So you can actually snipe it to end the Dragon's attack. Another possible strategy. Of course, they are placed in the middle of their town, so it's hard to attack them. Not easy to pass there. I'm actually thinking to also add some kind of pathing blocker here, which forces you to this path. And you have to pass through here, like here. But this could be a viable strategy. Then, of course, my beta testers will tell me if it's fun or not. Defenders. We have Jubatosh. So, defenders here. Quartz Grunt and Axe Tower. I also want one Raider. Remember, they are mainly defensive, so. And I want Ogre, Bone Crusher, and Magi. So basically all the ground units that they have. So runs. We need to do this with like if strength. Sorry. Yeah, it's here, so is there an else safe? Else safe. So zero, one. Okay, it seems fine. Actually, maybe a bit less than this, right? Let me copy this over for all of them. For all strength levels. So, in case we have, this could be a nice strength equal to actually 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. Okay, I like this. And we are going to remove stuff from this. So 1, 1, 1. We can keep the defender Jubei, even if it's not, if it's dead, it's no longer trainable. Not a problem. Not going to break anything. Cool. So this, you understand what is the meaning of strength with this, right? So whenever we change the strength level, we'll just re-execute this. Research upgrades. Now, oh, this is going to be interesting. So they are the final base. So actually, I think it could be cool if they do not research any upgrade. We have been saying this before, so now I'm going to just do this and keep it here because I need it later. But they are not going to be able to research anything. So the other bases will research. That is interesting. Different way of making this AI. Attack without hero. So use hero. I think this doesn't make sense for them. And also we can use just the attack. Because we don't have an attack with hero, so we can change hero and we just well, I am an engineer, so something, it has to mean something, right? User makes sense indeed. Okay. So you need to be very careful when you program this, because even the slightest type will cause it to break and not comply. You're not able to see. So, okay, so now this is going to be very interesting. Or we are going to have very simple attack waves for this player here. And what if I tell you, Lord Logdom, that Kel'Thuzad is playable also in the last mission? And that if you use it as a normal hero, it's going to pause the summoning timer? And that if you keep summoning with him, he's going to be able only while summoning to call on abilities with a long cooldown, calling for infernals and such? So actually you can play with Kel'Thuzad also in the final mission. But you make it longer. So up to you to decide. So first attack first. Now one of my ideas is to really launch a lot of attacks to the player, but small. Okay, small attacks. Let me copy this. No, Archimonde told Kel'Thuzad to start the summoning at that specific time. He never told them to never get distracted to help Arthas. See, we will begin the summoning. So, if that's happening, it's technically fine. Okay, so what are the attack waves? Well, they're going to attack with whelps. The first attack is going to be a whelp attack. So, W2 whelp. Kel'Thuzad starts at level 5 in this map and can cap at level 7. Next map, cap to level 8. Actually... 7... Well, I will see if doing... Maybe I will do up to 9 for Kel'Thuzad on next map. And up to 10 in the last one, and Arthas the opposite. I will see. 5. I would like to have the player be able to find to play with the tomes at the same time to get the sensation, the feeling of getting him to the ultimate. So I would say 2, 3, 4. It's strength 1. It's actually this is strength 1. This is strength 2. And this is strength 3. And the delays are small. So it's 2, 1, 1. Yes, but using it in the last mission is cool. Like you can use it around, use abilities, his items, everything. You will keep Kel'Thuzad, and also you have Sylvanas, so you have a lot of inventory space. I can go wild in these maps with objects, and this is what I'm going to do in the next one. Dalaran will be full of permanent objects and consumables. Let me note this here. I always disliked the Undead campaign. You have to know this. Okay, this one is going to have some welts, but also Drake. Well, not really. I mean, there are going to be scripted attacks in the last map. So, while you can destroy some enemy bases to help you continue, and this is a strategy, you cannot fully destroy all the enemies. You will still need to survive the attacks, which are going to be wild and wild and wild. I actually want to play a lot with teleportation, so I want to have enemies cast invisibility on their units and sneak upon your base if you don't have vision, detection, sorry. I want them to teleport around, I want them to cast long range spells, all of this wild stuff with scripts, with triggers. And then we will have normal AI attacks, which I want you to be able to defeat them at least in part. Maybe 2 over 3 you can defeat. So, also, you can decide. But I don't want to change the spirit of the map so much. You want to. Units less are usually done on these maps. Let me check 1 second, like this. I've chosen the worst possible. It is. Well, that's 2 less. Okay, 2 less. Okay, so it's fine. Yes, it's correct. Two, 3. No. 2 to 3. Cool. The ruins. Hello, Silver's Tea. You mean this is inverted? What are you referring to? I'm answering to you, Silver's Tea. Continue, go on. Okay, so. This is the dragon, so. Whelp and dragon. Will also be like this. And we can use the same numbers of this. I don't know. If you are on the Discord server, if you're not joining it, if you're on the Discord server, ping Smegmastico, he's the modeler. Oh. So now we just copy this, and we make them a bit harder, okay? Okay, same timing. This 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have Dragon one. Then we have the Drake one. Dragon one, we're going to have like here. Fine. Check this. And this. Bit harder, so again we increase the wealth. Oops. And then we have 4, 5, 6. With drakes, I'm going to have dragons and drakes, which is going to be the hardest ones. Okay. I increase this to 2. This has to be 2, and this has to be denoted as 4. So, like this. And then the last one. 2. 3. 4. 2, 3, 3. Okay, this way. 3. Oh no. Work. Yeah, this way. Perfect. 5, 4, 2. Okay, yeah. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. Okay. And this is going to, oh, not well, but this is going to be with Rex. And so we're going to give a bit more time. This is M3. This is M2, M1, M1. M2, M2, M1. 2, M2, M1. M2, M1, M3. This is going to be like M1. MT, M2, M2. This. Yes. Yes. And this should be like 3. Two? Okay, no, that could be M3, M3, M2. Reasonable. M2, M2, M1. M2, M1, M1. M3, M3, M2. M2, M1, M1. M2, M2, M1. M3, M2, M2. Yeah. Done. Can I say it's nothing special, I mean, it's just luck. Okay, so now it's all the attack here, and then the script is done. So after this one is done, we will copy this one to the goblin one, to the light blue one, and that has no attack waves, so it's even simpler. But it has some research, so we're going to fill the research part and delete this one. After that, we're going to take that script there and move it to this other, and move to the other scripts, which should be easy. Once one is done, it's all copy paste and change the values. So hopefully I've not put any kind of error. Thank you, new warship. Oh my god, how many things are here? Hello, warship. Hopefully it's going to be enough. Like, can't wait to play Act 2. I hope it is as beautiful as you think it is. Use enable. Table. Hero. This doesn't exist. Now we have one, which is strength. Command strength. Update strength level, and then we say set strength equal strength plus data is amount to increase, decrease. Build order no, reset defense. Perfect, yes. Always. Perfect. Big far. Replacement for the space 1 to 3. True. No, that's fine. No preferred locations. They should just attack at random, I think. Do you want them to attack your gold mines or attack at random? What do you prefer? Because we can do this too. In this AI system, I can easily like if you go in Undead 02, like this AI, here, as you can see, the question is, should I add main buildings? If I add main buildings and town halls, I can just make sure they prioritize where you are building town halls and stuff like this. And I can still say them to attack at random and not nearest. It's something I can do. This way their attacks are going to be a bit more focused on the player, instead of going completely random. Lucas says random. Don't know, because it's air units. So don't know. So I can probably do this. should be. Here we go. So here I can just say this is going to be completely random. But I'm adding the building, so in case. The research loop you're going to remove from this. So this still don't understand. I mean, when the enemy attacks, using my AI system, the enemy can target specific buildings. Like in this case, it will target gold mines. And if I say true to this and to this, the enemy is going to attack your town halls and gold mines, if they can. And if I say not nearest, they're going to choose at random. First with this unit. And if I say false to this, I'm sure that they, even if it's far away, the next attack wave, they will still go on. And there are other configuration things that I can add. But I mean, we can try with this and see how it is. It's just a matter of changing a flag, so. Okay, so before we do anything, like we test it. Yeah, I think I was or not. Okay. Command strength. Equal to 2, strength equal to 1. Perfect. So before we do others, we need to test this one, because suppose I've added a typo somewhere. If there is a typo somewhere, I need to discover it now in order to not propagate it further everywhere. So we keep the search upgrades that we have any kind of typo here. Hello, Woodsy. Notepad++. Yeah, coded Notepad++, you know. Testing time. So how do we test this? Well, everything's already prepared. If I've done things right. So what I will say is I can just drop this into the retail folder. I'm doing an other screen here. Drop it here. Let's copy in here. And now it should work. So let's see. To make sure it works, we can just do something like by this. Check here. Just one. Player and flag. Okay. So now you will have info coming. Now one thing that I can do here is wait, and let's, instead of here, let's put this here. Put it temp. And then we run the commands and see if everything works. BlackRock. Red research enable. Everything functions properly. Back users enabled. Then after like this, do strength increase. Now, one thing I want to add before it is this. Right here. Let's do this thing, it's very useful. Now I don't need to write this anymore. Sorry. This is going to cause a mistake if I done an error. If I do this. Oh. Yes, Warcraft uses a scripting language known as JAS, and it's the only one you can use to write campaign AI. But the editor actually uses also Lua, which transpile to JAS. So you have the thing here, and the AI needs to be written in JAS, which is unfortunate in many ways. Okay, so let's see if I made a mistake. If I made even one small typo, even one small mistake, like this, okay, then it's not going to give you an error. It's not going to compile at all. So the AI will just not work. And this is very nice. So let me also add... No pressure, yeah. Let me also add a message here. But we are sure this is started. Skip. And then we test. See, 2 seconds to save. And 2 seconds to load. Okay. So that works. Let's see if I made a little mistake. Probably yes. Of course. So you see, there is a small mistake in the script or in the name of the script. That implies this is not going to work. Now, as you can see, I've not yet changed the color of this and this, but I will do that later. Okay, don't worry. This is just refining. No shredder, no sapper, just sky bars. It's beautiful looking, right? So, let's see where the mistake is. Oh, I see. Fine. This was a mistake. Of course, now I change this, so I have to change the other one too. So let me open both folders. Open into Explorer. This is the scripts, this is retail. We try again. Well, wow, it's from, I think 2 years later, and it evolved a lot during the years. This game was left untouched for like, since, I mean, like 15 years untouched. So, they added Lua when they released Re Reforged, but not for the AI system. The AI system was not changed at all. I am the first one who made actual change to the AI routines. I rewrote some of the natives into JAS to prevent certain bugs and adding certain features, like eyeballing what the native was doing. But I renamed it common.ai 2.0 because it was like the first time it was updated since 2003. So, okay, skip. I'm afraid it's going to have some kind of other issue. Of course it does. Okay. That one is solved, but there might be also others. Oh, 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 oh. Here they are. Okay, so again. Yeah, crazy stuff. It's all very crazy. Working on Warcraft 3 is crazy. But it's incredible what you can do with this game, even up now. Come on, game. Make me happy, but you're not making me happy. I hate it. So let's see, I can do one thing. Make sure I don't have to use... it will work, don't worry. I mean, it's my job. Yeah. Okay. Changing string. This seems so correct. Attack waves attack. Go like this. Attack. That should be all correct. Where's this value here from? Attack hero. Well, in the only phase where it doesn't matter. The only other thing that I'm thinking is, would it be problem? Would it be a problem of some of these units? Like I written Bestiary Fortress. So do this. Mongol. Okay. Bestiary. We are like debugging live. So fun, right? barracks, fortress. Ogre Mound, Pig Farm, Goblin Alchemy. Okay. Fuck. I was thinking. It's Rider, yes. Fact. Bone Crash, it's Bone Crash. Help. Drake. Dragon. Oh, I hate this. All uppercase, right? Just. Common AI. I am an idiot. Everyone can say now that I am a complete, utter moron. I have not included common AI. It's not, since it replaced something that exists, it's not, remember the path. It's not in the installer, it's not on the rotate folder. It's not HD, it is scripts. Fuck is that? Here we are. So it's scripts common.ai. Haha. Let's see if that was it. Measure. It again, the rotate folder, and then we can. You love to develop AI for Warcraft 3. Yeah. AI started, motherfucker. Hello. Say hello to my little friend. I think I made a mistake, like in the build order. Building one, should be only one needed. Yeah, it's working. I also forgot to put the live sim music all this time, but now there is the game. Actually, I have an idea. This way, I have no problem with live sim music. Here we are. I really like the fact they are not doing it. Okay, forming groups, so they are playing now. Are you building them? Yes, you're building here. Not here? I mean, this looks quite nice, to be honest. Now this needs to be doded, but imagine how it is to fight against this big dragon roost here. Well, you can imagine to have these huge dragon queens being chained. Yes, of course, of course. Whelps. I think it's very, very nice. Yeah, I wanted them to be special, not being not something you can rebuild, but special looking. I think I made it. Very nice. I want to see the attack. Unknown command received. Ooh, the strength one. I probably made a mistake in the strength code. So by making a mistake in the strength code, he received an unknown command. He's now researching pillage, so research is working. Group following, moving to start position, which is completely random. I don't know where it is because it comes from another map, so I will update it. That's nice. 3 small worlds attacking. This is so cool. You see the reasoning of my AI system. There is a problem with the strength level, and I will fix it now, and also fix the star position. So, unknown command received. So it means that they don't have command strength. So command equal to command strength. Let me see. Okay, it's obvious. There is a mismatch here, so we can remove the old. Well, it's not actually thinking. You know that I have a PhD in artificial intelligence, the real one. I mean, the cheers diagram, the machine learning one, but regenerate. Yeah, even though we are actually, it's quite late. Actually, it's later than I thought. So let me adjust the triggers here, because I have something interesting here. AI attack hero this is going to be called use hero, and then I have to also add the trigger for this, but it's not needed for them, so also for the next one I will make, so no problem. Now what I'm interested in is strength increase and decrease +1 or -1, so this is fine. They are all fine. Now there is common strength, it's 4. Command U0 is 2. Command attack is 1. Command defeat is -1, and command research is 3. Perfect. Now it's going to work. Now let's also find a position in the map where they could attack start. I will start the attack from their base. Do you agree with me? So I think a nice starting position for the attack, since they are dragons, is the demon gate itself. Why? I can explain this. Suppose you are attacking them. If you're attacking them and trying to move the roost, you are going to find their attack waves gathering there. So that is going to make it a bit harder. So it makes sense to be here, basically. So this is... I will tell them in Italian, so I remember better. 6450, 5550. 5550. Okay, perfect. Nice. Now we get back to it, and then we test. Okay. Oh yeah, one thing I made also another mistake, which was with this Warlock Tower 111. So I think it's fine. Let's introduce it. A little different. Remember, it's very ugly if the AI builds its own structure in a pre-built base like this. If you instead have something like an expansion, it's very nice if they build their own building like they want. But otherwise, I strongly suggest you to prevent them from building anything when we start. Like, you are going to have a better taste in the layout than them. Than the AI, for sure. Now we remove the comments, yeah. I dislike the fact they are going to here instead of here. You morons. I prepared the beautiful lumber method. User. When I was young, I always loved to look at the AI. Look at the AI playing around and moving its units and stuff like this. I always liked this. Bombing group. So they are building. Now they should move here and then attack. Yes. It's much more complex, Lucas. In action games, you can usually do it with reflexes and stuff like this. Yeah, it's very relaxing. I mean, you see the AI playing, it's strange. Very strange way of playing. It's easy to see when something is played by the AI. Changing, wow, perfect. This is something I love. Okay, changing strength level, it immediately improved the defenders. They're moving to attack start position, and then they attack. Here they are. Yeah, it's nice to see them play one against the other. It's cool. I really like this. Okay, so yeah. I think we can move to the light blue script, right? So we now remove this things motherfucker, which are not needed anymore, and we have all the tools we need. So now we can I can copy the script. It's going to be light blue. Work. And here we are. So now we no longer have Jubei. We have a different hero. This hero is called Madrigos. So we have Mr. Madrigos. Madrigos is Oalk. I don't think it's Oalk. It is Ogla. No, sorry. My bad. Hero. Oalk. Yeah, Oalk. Interesting. Oh, Alk. Everything else is the same. Same enemy. Starting position has to be a bit different, but in this case, we can remove it. Or we don't have it. But I will keep it. Until it's done. So, strength, it's fine. We will have strength just the same. Everything will be the same. So, now different. So, as you can see here, this faction is a bit different. Now, let's make sure they build things in a way which is compatible, okay? So, stronghold on requirement. Let's see the new buildings. Blacksmith. Gold, yes. Perfect. Okay, so here we need blacksmith, strong lumber mill, and then golden alchemist. So of course we will have one barrack. So the starter can be the same. Then we go to the pro lumber mill. We get to the peons. No, we no longer have this. Now we have, except for these three, which I don't want to count, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Orc watchtowers. So we can go 0, 1, 2, it's fine. 3. Blacksmith is fine. The stronghold is fine. Oh, this is a mistake in the previous one too. My bad. Sorry. That makes sense. Actually, think about it. 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, and then 5, 5, 5. Okay, yeah, perfect. We do the same thing here, so we can do here 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. No warlock, no bestiary. Golden alchemist, yes, a lot of them. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Fortress, this one. And then Goblin Alchemist. We have 3 Goblin Alchemists in here, so we have 1, 2, 3. Let's see. That seems fine. Need to change this in one. Let's say 0, 1, 2. Or better 1, 1, 1, 2. Change 1, 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 2. 1 2 2 1 1 2. Okay, yeah, this is balanced. Then this is not the same. It's not going to be needed, but we keep the same for now. Okay, then we need to design the upgrades. So now we design this. So here we have always Mads Rigots. This is always in place of Jubei. Then we have, I guess, grunts. We remove this. Let's make this 1 1 2 1 2. I could have a supper also as defender, so why not? This is 4 5 6 5. Okay. Copy this all over. This. Okay, so this is same 3 2 2 1 2 2. Okay, yes. 5 6 7. This is increased by 2, right? I'm also balancing stuff. Okay, so let me balance the defenders here. We have +3. I have here. Too much. Is that +2 is better. And this is also +2. Okay, better. Understand is a bit madness, okay? This is 4. Now this is okay. Be increased by 2. Yeah. Get less defenders then. Increased by 1 the grants. And by 1 Oh yeah, and I have an idea. Very nice. One Warcraft 2 cut. Perfect. Let's research upgrades. So they should be easy to research for them. So we say like M3, and then we should research. Then we should research stuff like lock, spiked barricade. Oh, but there's the fortress requirement, so they cannot research all. Well, I could probably remove this requirement. I will study elsewhere. Well, let's try to play it this way. So this is spiked barricade. So I don't know the name of spiked barricade in the AI Blizzard system. Spiked. Okay, it's upgrade orc spice. Zero, one. Nice. Okay, so that should be them for them to research these upgrades, so to improve the general resistance. We can remove the attack waves. Attack loop is not needed for them. Keep all the commands even if they are not. Just call the main thread because I can just keep this aside in case I will need it later. Okay, so now let's propagate this here. Let's see what happens. And then we end this incredible Let's Dev. Let's see if it works. Yeah! It works. Cool. Very simple. So we are ready to AI made. Now they will need all the AI for the Zeppelins, which is scripted, of course. But besides that, it looks very, very fine. I think I can keep adding them now after the stream is over. I can add all of them. Very nice. Very well. So, dear people from YouTube from not too distant future, I hope you managed up until this point. I know when I terrain, it's more exciting than when I write script on Notepad++. But this is needed this is the bulk of the gameplay of this map. I hope you enjoyed what you've done today. You have seen some AI. I don't know if Eugene is still here, if he is seeing me developing some AI and struggling with some bugs, me too. So thank you to all the people here on live and people on YouTube. Remember, you can join our lives and you should definitely comment under this video for the God algorithm. With that said, thank you so much for staying with me and see you on the next Let's Dev.